Golden light spills across the endless savanna as the camera glides high above a solitary male lion standing on a quiet rise, his mane rippling in the warm wind, tall grasses glowing amber beneath stretching shadows. The plains breathe in silence. From above, acacia trees scatter across the land like ancient guardians, and distant shapes of lions drift through morning mist, moving with unhurried certainty across a world that belongs to them. The sun climbs, heat begins to shimmer. A slow push draws close to the scarred face of the male, sunlight catching in his whiskers, eyes steady, unblinking. Beneath him, cracked volcanic soil fractures the earth into hardened mosaics. A single paw presses into dust, and fine particles lift into the dry air, carried away by a restless wind that never truly sleeps. Across the horizon, herds move, wildebeest flowing like a living river, zebras and gazelles flashing stripes and muscle beneath a brilliant sky. Hooves pound the ground in rhythmic thunder. Life here is motion, and motion is survival. In the tall golden grass, lionesses dissolve into the landscape. Ears twitch, muscles tighten, their eyes fix forward, unblinking, dust suspended in shafts of light. From above, their crescent formation becomes visible, silent geometry closing in. Then the stillness shatters. They explode from cover, bodies low and fast, grass whipping past as dust erupts in swirling clouds. The chase fractures the plain. Wildebeest scatter in panic, sunlight flashing across flanks. A lioness surges forward, claws extended midair, time slowing as she commits to the leap. Impact. Bodies twist in a violent ballet of muscle and instinct. Dust rises in thick spirals under the blazing midday sun. When the struggle ends, the plains fall quiet again. Lions feed while vultures circle overhead, shadows spinning across shimmering heat haze. At blue hour, hyenas materialize from the fading light, cautious and calculating. A male steps forward, mane bristling, asserting dominion with a low, rolling growl that vibrates through the cooling air. Sunset ignites the horizon in crimson and fire. The male stands silhouetted on a ridge as the camera circles slowly, mythic against the burning sky. His roar splits the dusk, deep, resonant, ancient. Far away, another answers. Under a muted, overcast sky, two rival males approach through trembling heat distortion. The air thickens with tension. Then fury ignites. Bodies collide midair, dust erupting as power meets power. Claws rake, manes clash. When it ends, one remains standing in heavy dusk light while the other retreats into shadow. Storm clouds gather, towering and dark. Lightning fractures the sky, illuminating lions in brief, electric silhouettes. Rain finally falls, drenching the savanna. Lionesses walk steadily through wet grass, droplets suspended in slow motion. The earth drinks deeply. Days later, green shoots pierce the soil. Herds graze peacefully in renewed abundance. Lionesses move through vibrant grasslands with calm precision. A newborn wildebeest struggles to stand, fragile legs trembling, while distant eyes observe from the margins. Predators share the horizon. A cheetah streaks across open ground, while a lion watches from rocky elevation. Above, a leopard rests along an acacia branch at blue hour, silent witness to the shifting balance below. Buffalo gather into a defensive wall, hooves churning dust beneath a storm-lit sky. They charge, and lions pivot strategically, energy and restraint intertwined. Night falls silver and cold. Lions drift through moonlit grass, shadows sharp and elongated. A lioness launches in a pale arc of motion, her form cutting through darkness. Eyes glow in close silence, breath visible in cool air. By dawn, mist drifts low as the pride rests, their bodies rising and falling in exhausted peace. Cubs tumble in warm morning light, clumsy paws practicing ancient skills. At the river, herds crash through churning water while crocodiles linger beneath the surface. From elevated banks, lions watch patiently, calculating risk and reward. Dust storms sometimes swallow the horizon whole, reducing lions to fading silhouettes in a wind-driven haze. Midday heat bends light into mirages above resting forms. A lioness lifts her head, scanning the endless line where sky meets earth. The sky darkens again with approaching rain. Herds run beneath charged air. Lionesses sprint parallel through tall grass, strategy unfolding from above in precise formation. Claws grip earth mid-run, soil spraying backward. In muddy terrain, prey falters. A leap, a collision in wet grass. Water drop. Night scavengers gather once more. Hyenas press closer under moonlight, but a male charges with explosive force, scattering them into darkness. At sunset, the pride rests in tranquil orange glow, bellies full, bodies heavy. Seasons turn harsh. Water holes shrink to cracked basins. Lions move slowly through drought-stricken land, dust clinging to their coats. Weakened prey crosses barren ground through wavering heat haze. A short, desperate chase ends in swirling debris and final stillness. Then storms clear, revealing washed skies and faint rainbows arcing above resting forms. At sunrise, a vast aerial reveals countless herds stretching to the edge of sight. A male patrols the boundary at dawn, mist glowing softly around him. He scent marks tall grass, reaffirming invisible borders written in instinct. Cubs observe from a distance as adults demonstrate the art of pursuit. A lioness guides one gently through a mock pounce, patient and precise. Night thunderstorms ignite the darkness again, lightning outlining powerful silhouettes against the sky. When calm returns, wet grass glistens beneath cool air. Far on the horizon, a rival coalition appears through trembling heat. The dominant male roars at sunrise, golden rim light framing his mane as the camera orbits slowly around his defiant stance. Close now, his scarred face fills the frame. A blink, a steady breath, history written across fur and flesh. In heavy afternoon heat, the pride rests beneath acacia shade while insects hum in invisible currents. Herds move rhythmically across distant plains, leaving thick trails of dust. A lioness disappears behind a termite mound, only her eyes visible above hardened earth. She launches downward in a sudden ambush, but the prey escapes narrowly, distance widening beneath a long lens as exhaustion overtakes pursuit. Breathing heavily in tall grass, she pauses. The sky deepens into crimson evening. The pride regroups quietly, bodies brushing in reassurance. A panoramic sunset washes the plains in molten gold. Stars emerge, countless, eternal, arching over resting lions in profound stillness. A cub sleeps against its mother beneath moonlit softness. First light returns, touching the mane of the male in a slow, golden awakening. He stretches at dawn, claws flexing in dew-laced grass. High above, the land reveals its immensity, herds tracing living patterns across the vast Serengeti. And at last, a lone male stands against an infinite horizon as the sun rises behind him. Timeless, powerful, sovereign of an eternal battlefield where survival is written in dust, rain, blood, and light.